Good morning, traders, and welcome to 2019. So we are still busy with the Bill Williams trading theory, and we are looking at the Aussie, the South African top 40. So, for the Aussie, this is very much a holiday period for the rest of the week, and you can expect the same kind of thing for the rest of the week. So you can expect volatility, sellers stepping in, buyers stepping in, off different levels, but it's not a period I like trading the Aussie because it's very, very volatile. And you normally end up having to go down to sort of a 6 minute or a 5 minute chart. And you see what I mean here. One bar, 1 6 minute candle, which is over 300 points. And then we just go sideways. And you look, so there's no real price action normally doesn't really function correctly. Always trying to catch you out because the volumes are so thin. So yeah, so I think for me at this stage, I am expecting the Aussie to follow what's going on in the rest of the world, and that is to retrace. Okay, so if we look at our good friend Tencent at the moment, Tencent is down 0.5%. Rand dollar 14.39, nothing to write home about there. However, Nasdaq futures is down 1% at the moment. Okay, so I'm expecting us to gap down and potentially keep moving to the downside. So let's just do this from the daily. So the daily, we've had a couple of indecision bars. We are in overbought territory, so that is significant in its own. The 4-hour, we are above the alligator, which is bullish. But yeah, I'm not 100% convinced. There's no real level here either. That is my concern. So this, where price closed, is the level we need to worry about. Okay, that's a previous swing low. It is now an inside tail. And we're kind of on it. So price closed on it. So there's nothing really here that I can see that helps me make a decision. On the 4-hour, I do have a bit of a double top here on my oscillator with a little bit of divergence from here to there. So this is kind of a double top, where this is a bit of a higher high. Still nothing convincing for me there. If I go to the 1-hour, nothing really convincing either. So yeah, look, my advice on the Aussies this week is really to stay away from it. That's pretty much what I'll be doing. I think there's a better setup on the Dow and the Dax for a trade. And this at the moment, to me, is just not... it's not giving me a warm, fuzzy feeling. So I suspect what's going to happen is we're going to get a gap down. You can probably expect this bottom gap to close. 46652. So you can probably expect this gap to close here. It's not really a level to play off, but it is a swing high here in that vicinity. But that's what I would expect. How far of a gap down? That's a 370 point move, which is that's pretty normal for the Aussie. So you can expect a gap down. You can probably more than likely expect this gap to close. Okay. After that, really not 100% sure what we can expect. So the way I would play it is we're going to get a gap down, potentially get this gap closed. If this gap closes, then I'd like to see a pullback to come and test the break. And the break I'm talking about is these fractals here. Okay, so that is 4830. So gap down closes, bit of a rally into this area below the alligator, and then continue to the downside. That's kind of the view that I have on this at the moment. Let's just have a look at the ichimoku. That may give us a different picture. Not really worried about the 12. So there's nothing really on the 30 minutes here. This is purely because of low volumes. And hour, yeah, you see there's nothing on the hour. Flat Kitchenson, flat Tekinson. Okay, we are bullish. So ideally what you should be doing is looking for a long entry, but you obviously want to find a long entry lower down. Okay. And on the daily, we're bouncing off the cloud, but we have had a daily crossover here and we have broken through price. We just don't have a twist in the cloud. So technically we're looking for a long, but the level we're looking for the long is, I can't give you an exact level here, but it's somewhere in the vicinity of 4,500, 800. That is the area that we're looking for that long. So if we just go back to the Bull Williams and let's see. That would make sense. 4,500, 600. So that would definitely make sense. It's a fairly significant level if you look at all the interaction at this level. But the other level that would make sense is this fractal here. So that's 46310. Let's just get down to 30 minutes so I can see what's happening there. So that would be gap close. No real level on. Okay, let's fine tune that. So there is my previous swing high, my previous breakout on the hour, and that is 46384. So that's the one area. The other one is, just use this one. So basically what I'm looking for is I'm looking for an area of support. And that makes even more sense to me. So continue with the theory that we have had a trend change. Okay. So if you look at the 4-hour, we're above the alligator's pointing up. Ichimoku's pointing to that as well, that we've had a trend change. Even on the daily, we've broken through the alligator pointing up. So on the Aussie, we potentially have had a trend change. So you should be looking for longs. Okay. Not from this level up here, but from a significant area. So the first significant area is this gap close and 46600. So what you need to do is watch on a lower time frame, watch 46600 to see what happens. If we find some support there, it would be well worth an entry long. The only concern that I do have is you don't really have a decent swing low to put your stop below, because it would have to be below this pin bar, and that's 1,600, 1,060 points. So that's the only concern I've got. So what I would rather do is come down to a lower time frame, watch price action, and then look for a level to be tagged. So this is the first level, 46,600, and then let's take this off. Alternatively, what I've really done is just put this level in on the 12 minute, which is 46,446. So somewhere in this area, I would expect buyers to step in. Okay, could be right here on this gap, and you can see there is your. So if we can get this level, that's a 470 point stop loss. There's your most logical point for a stop loss. Now, the thing that's concerning me is break of these fractals is a break of the fractal below the alligator, which confirms a bearish move. So could be a bearish move on the low time frames, but basically come back and test on the hour. Test the alligator break on the hour, get our oscillator to line up to the downside here again, and give us a entry long. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Looking for a long off 46,600, alternatively 46,446, and lastly 46,384. If we get to 46,384, that to me would be a fairly decent entry. I somehow don't think we're going to get there. I think we're going to bounce off 46,600 is the first area. Okay. So that's kind of, if I was to trade this week, that's the way I'd look at it. But I think for me, I'd rather go and trade on the Dow or the Dax this week. It's just going to be less stressful. Okay, so that's kind of my view on the Aussie today. Hope it helps you. If you're going to trade it, just keep those stops tight and don't try second guess it. If you're wrong, get out of it and wait for a better setup. Okay, anyway, guys, enough rambling. I'll catch up with you guys later. Enjoy the day and cheers for now.